Have you ever felt like you're in a rush, but you don't even know where you're trying to get to? Like you're constantly doing and moving and working, but deep down you feel in between? Yeah, same. The other day, while I was doing my daughter's hair, I had some random YouTube videos playing in the background. One video led to another, and I ended up listening to this conversation between Anne Lore, a neuroscientist and author, and Ali Abdal. They were talking about feeling behind in life, and oh my god, I felt seen. There were so many gems in that one video, but I want to share three that hit me the hardest. Number one, time anxiety. Time anxiety is that inner voice that whispers, "You're running out of time, you should be further along by now." It's exhausting and it's everywhere, right? So we rush through the day, through our to do lists, through our lives, feeling like we're never doing enough, fast enough. But what if you were no longer in a rush? What if the anxiety faded and time started to feel like a spacious field instead of a tight tunnel? One of the reflection questions they asked was, what would change in your life if you no longer felt like you were in such a rush? And I really sat with that. For me, homeschooling would feel more relaxed. My Quran journey would be more consistent. And I would probably be more open with my parents and more vulnerable because I wouldn't be feeling like I'm disappointing them all the time. So I want to ask you, what would change in your life if you no longer felt like you were running out of time? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your reflections. Number two, liminal spaces. This one really tugged at my heart. A liminal space is the space between who you were and who you're becoming. It's like the hallway between two rooms. It's like the airplane ride between two cities. It's like the chapter that hasn't quite started, even though the old one has already ended. You're no longer who you used to be, but then you're not yet who you're meant to become. It's tender, it's uncertain, and the space is a little painful even. Think of it this way. Maybe you're ready to get married, but you're still waiting. Maybe you're trying to change your finances or your financial situation, but then nothing is working out. Maybe you're starting a business or some dream, but you're still stuck in the early days, right? And in these liminal spaces, it's so tempting to panic. It's so tempting to try to take back control, to force clarity, or to even quit before anything has had the time to bloom. But these spaces, these liminal spaces, they're where transformation happens. It's where tawakkul is built. It's where identity is rebuilt. So if you feel like you're in between right now, I want you to know that you're not failing, you're not lost, you're just traveling and you are right where you need to be, inshallah. Number three, tiny experiments. So maybe the way forward is not a giant leap. Maybe it's not clarity, maybe it's not confidence or even certainty that you need first. Maybe what you need is just one tiny step. Something small enough to try without pressure, but powerful enough to spark momentum. Anne calls them tiny experiments. And I love that term because it reminds me of something that I've been doing myself for the past few years. So once upon a time when I was feeling lost in many ways and confused and not really sure how to move forward, I realized I couldn't think my way into clarity. I had to act my way there. I had to dua my way there. So every few months, I started asking myself, what do I want to try next? Where do I need to show up the most? What hurts the most? What do I want to ask Allah for in this season of my life? Over the years, some of my tiny experiments have looked like trying a new morning routine, launching a whole business before I felt ready, and even writing a weekly newsletter. Not all of my tiny experiments worked out and changed my life in a grand way, but each one deepened my trust in Allah's plan and in myself. Because a tiny experiment is not about arriving, right? It's about showing up with intention. It's about seeing how things unfold and surrendering the result to Allah with a lot of dua. One tiny experiment I'm running these days is I'm creating an email and audio experience for Muslim women called Before the World Wakes. It's designed for Muslim women who wake up tired even before the day begins. They are overwhelmed and feel like they're not doing enough. It's designed for the woman who's still waiting for that one answered dua, for the woman who wants space to breathe a little, to feel grounded in the early hours of the day, to reconnect with Allah and make heartfelt dua again. You know, this woman is not looking for a course, but she just wants a quiet glimmer of hope that she can hold on to before the world wakes. So, yeah, it's my tiny experiment for this season, and I'm looking forward to sharing it with you. If it sounds like your kind of thing, keep an eye out for it here and on my Substack, sistersflourish.substack.com. So, wherever you are right now, whether you're rushing or pausing or grieving or even dreaming, please remember that being in between is not failure. It's just part of the becoming. Run tiny experiments, make heartfelt dua, and trust how things unfold. Thank you for listening. Assalamu alaikum.